triple entry, you know, round over, and that's it.
Maybe the quadruple entry. He didn't quite spot Jam Young over on short, but someone will, I'm sure. Mosier dead, and there's Jam Young finished off as well. So 12-3 for Team Liquid, who are looking to make it a quick day in the office. They're 4 rounds away from 2-0ing Rare Atom and eliminating them from the Pro League.
In the club and I can't leave. My sports car outside doing top speeds. You're choosing up and I hope that you choose me. I'll be everything you want plus what you need. No car service I'm driving. Bucket seats for you when we riding. And we high off life, we doing 90. And the highway car right behind me. Paranoia, really untimely. Am I going crazy? I might be. Find somebody else like me, that's unlikely. 11 at night, in the party spot, I'm feeling alone. Life and I need you. I need you.
To the middle bracket where they copped another L, and now Liquid, their revenge task was laid out ahead of them. They're looking for a 2-0, and here on Mirage, Liquid's map pick, they want it to be dominant.
Yeah, the storyline of Rare Atom, you know, doing this twice is cool, but it's nice to see a Liquid be able to find their fighting form again and look like the team that we expected here in the Pro League. This would be quite a statement win, quite a dominant 2-0, and NAF wants to make it so. B-Rush coming in, smokes from Spawn, some good flashes being laid in. Everyone's flying here for Liquid. This could get weird.
OC and NAF are still alive. NAF's still going in the site. Oh, even hit that third one. Cheeky. Love that from Keith. Look at him go. He's even smiling after that. He's like, what just happened?
Final bullet.
Dude, it's insane to me that he was still alive. He did like a full lap of the back of the site and then was like, they're not even in yet. I'm just going to go fight them at Van for a second time.
Why not? And that's 4 out of 4 pistols for Team Liquid as well. I think that really hindered Rare Atom's chances in this series.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. Liquid is playing, you know, pissed off, right? Like, they came frothing at the mouth for the chance to get revenge on Rare Atom for sending them into the lower bracket in the first place. And funnily enough, Liquid, if they win this game, Harry, because the game is still not over.
That's true.
So if they win it, they play the winner of Spirit Astralis tomorrow for a playoff spot, right? So they could get an opportunity to have revenge on Spirits too.
I
beating
had
them in the mid bracket.
I had this crazy vision in my head, and we actually could get. Now we probably won't, right? Spirit probably beat Astralis, but you know.
You want
Pending
Liquid
that,
Astralis.
imagine if we ended up with Liquid Astralis, and instead of it being in like grand finals, like times of old, where Astralis would always upset them there and just ruin Liquid's whole life,
elimination.
it would be
Lower
in the
brackets
last
of
chance.
Pro League group.
But dude, that would be wild, and I would almost wonder, like, would there be some mental game there, right? Like, because for Liquid, sure, Astralis aren't what they used to be, but it's still the team who, like, for years kind of impeded your path to the top.
Yeah, Legion, Nitro are there, NAF 2, and then you have Glaive, Device, and Zipic. So the cores.
Yeah, like a 3v3 matchup. Oh, it's a cool prospect that could happen. Probably won't, but it could.
Especially when we had Liquid play the other side of the core of Astralis here, back in Katowice in the semi-finals. In the quarterfinals, they played Zonic, Dupree, and Magisk. And that was a cool storyline as well, because you look at the HLTV page, you see all those Liquid Astralis games from years ago. Here we go. If there was ever a hope, if there was ever a chance, it would be on this, but Yakinda's bouncing flashes in underpass, and Mosier won't even play this gun round. Rare Atom fight from the back foot.
Yeah, Elige with another. This is the wheels starting to fall off the cart here. Rare Atom, 2 men down to open up this round. An upgrade for Yakindar as well, who only came into this with a little MP9. Now's got an AK. And with the game he's been having, I don't know, I've seen Yakindar get like double swung. And all there is just, he's like, more for me. Like, more kills, I guess. He's having just a lights out game right now. And so him being on that AK, I think is worth mentioning. A 3-on-5 for Rare Atom as they try to get out A, but Liquid have got more players here to fight than Rare Atom have. Elige and Nitro combine for a killer piece, and it's all left onto Kaze. In at the sandwich, they're clearing him. OC and Naf both dead, but Nitro is there to hold on. And he finds 15 for Liquid. Rare Atom have got no money, nothing to work with in this round. Kaze can get a gun, they can get Galils on everyone else, but it's really not the buy that you want here. Not up against 15. And so Liquid can feel it. They know that after winning that rifle round, the first one played in this second half, that the grass is very green right now, and that victory is well within their grasp.
He's going to do it again. Yakinda flashing under once more, and they're not there, luckily. They are in B.
I mean, they're there, but they ain't facing him.
They there. No one's B for Liquid. They are fighting 5 players in middle. It's going to give a free bomb site. Rare Atom have to play a post plant, the man down. This will be weird.
Yeah, it's a little peculiar. Rare Atom, kind of shocked with how much room they've been given here. Ooh. They try to chase the kill into market, but Jam Young's given way to a 5v3 retake. Flash around the short side. Mosier, good kill, but there's another man lying in wait. He knows about him because the boost just got assembled, so they know that a second man is up on the short side. Mosier's crossed to the pillar instead. Nitro moving in, low on health. Yakindar strikes first. OC dead, damage done to Mosier, but not the killing blow. Yakindar picks it up, traded after that one. Just Naf versus Kaze to decide it. Time will win it for Rare Atom. And now Kaze just wants the kill, but Naf is not giving it over.
He got him in the end.
He'll take it.
Kaze got him.
Love that for Kaze. And a 4th round, so something for Rare Atom to hold on to here.
We can forgive Liquid for the 5 mid, I think. The 5 mid, it's an idea. It is one of the rounds.
It's fine. It's like for a mid fight, the B player leans over towards Cat 2, and the A anchor is playing stairs maybe, right? So you're just there. If they try the simplest of reactions, you can get a kill. You get information, and they were in a 5v4, right? If Rare Atom was in a full default, they were just going B anyway, so it just sped up their call.
Speed up, that's the name of the game. Rare Atom run out ramp again and rid Nitro of the round. Somehow saw something through the legs. Mosey on over. 4v4, and this looks on it to me, but I couldn't tell you why not. A bit wider.
Yeah, I wonder if they're just going to save, honestly.
Yeah. See what Naf gets up to, but they needed a lot of kills
quickly. I kind of thought they would just save the moment they lost Nitro, and then that kill from OC is like the one thing that might tempt you back in. But with Naf having been spotted, Liquid, they're kind of like saving and going for it in the same motion, and like that doesn't really work, so they will eventually dedicate to the save. It ends up being less than ideal. You know, if they save with 4, it's like, yeah, we're buying next round anyway, essentially. The buy's already with us, you know? Now, they're going to have the M4, they're going to have the AWP, but that's going to be the extent of it.
Is the buy in the room with you right now, Harry?
Hell yeah. Well, no, actually, it isn't. They're not going to buy, or at least they shouldn't. Maybe they do because they're 15-5 up, but they shouldn't.
They won't. Couple of scrim rounds at the end for Eratum. Obviously, haven't lost yet, but I'm not buying into the 10-round comeback at the moment.
Oh, why? Because it's not Vitality?
No, that's a good point. I love the French.
Why not, man? Why not?
That's true.
Yeah.
Eratum. Oh, can you feel it, guys? Can you feel it? This is on a knife's edge right now.
Not yet, but it can be.
Eratum, they're running.
Oh, but your Kindar's opened. USP lies in wait. Elige with another kill. The USP will fall. The B site has been taken. And Rare Atom have got to hold on to this, but that AWP rotates over, and Yakindar is feeling it right now. Advent with a turn, knows about a second man in the market, but backstab from short, and there's Yakindar with the close. Team Liquid, they get their revenge story. They put an end to Rare Atom at the Pro League. And they march on, destined to face the winner of Spirit versus Astralis. Yeah, high fives all round. Liquid feeling good at the end of that one. For the Rare Atom guys, it's gonna hurt. They had this dream opener. They take that series versus Liquid. They got very enticing, very exciting. But in the end, it all comes crashing down.
Overall, a good tournament, right? Asian teams getting better, Asian scene getting better, and we're seeing some old and new faces, and I think that's a cool sign for these Rare Atom boys. They got some incredible experience in taking maps off of some top teams, taking a series over Liquid, and the reality check, of course, to finish out. But really, for Liquid, the storyline is, can they get through this group? Because they need to beat their demons not once, but twice in Spirit, potentially being in that final matchup. Of course, they've got to beat Astralis first. I think no matter what happens, we have a great game. Whoever Liquid are going to face, it's going to be entertaining, Harry.
Yeah, on either side of the coin, right? You either get like this historic matchup between them and Astralis, or another revenge cycle versus the Spirit squad. For now, though, we'll pass this back to Freya over at the couch.
Yeah, cheers, gentlemen. Talk about an absolute tsunami coming out from Liquid there. Revenge firmly claimed, and keeping a hold of your tournament life. Would you have Nafanosi joining us down or on the sofas? First of all, I want to ask your approach coming into that game. Obviously, you'd faced Rare Atom before. We saw what happened the first time. Did you feel the pressure coming into the series?
Yeah, I think like coming in before, obviously in our previous game, we didn't have too good of a matchup versus them. But I think what fatal mistake that they made is not picking Inferno. It seemed to be their comfort zone, and I don't know. They played Navi the previous day, and I think they got smashed on nuke by them, so I'm not sure what that pick was for. So I don't know. Maybe they just weren't too confident in themselves, so they wanted to, try to pick a something sneaky on us. But yeah, unfortunately, just backfired.
Yeah, I think they definitely went for like a punish pick more than just like their comfort. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
Which is brave.
Yeah,
it's a brave strategy. Listen, Keith, we saw a couple of months ago in that content piece for Liquid that you can smile. So I was wondering, can you get angry as well? Because you guys have played, like you were pissed off this game. You were really wanted to get that revenge for the opening game.
Yeah, no, of course. I wanted to come back and smash and not lose again. I think the first time we lost to them, that was actually my first time I ever lost to a team from Asia, like in a series, best of one, best of three or anything.
Wow.
So. Yeah, no, I didn't want to go home off of that.
It's not you, it's the rest of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you were going to put down like one thing in terms of, the start of this group coming into now this later stage, obviously you do have one more chance versus either Spirit or Astralis tomorrow. What do you feel like the biggest change for Liquid has been kind of over the course of this group?
I just believe that just coming into this event, we're just like really slow. Our team play wasn't there. Clearly, when you saw it in the Rare Atom game the first time, it's like now it's the roles have just been reversed. Like we're smashing them where they just smashed us. So yeah, no, I just think over time, we got better with each match, building more confidence, calling out our mistakes and seeing what's going wrong and all that. So yeah, no, I think we're just gradually getting better and better, and hopefully it's enough to beat Spirit tomorrow.
I think one thing I love about Yakinder is he always gives us some quotable quotes. I guess that's a horrible way of explaining it. Great quotes. I don't know. Yeah. The fact that he was saying that he felt like you guys wasted a lot of your practice time over this past month. Like, I respect him for saying that, coming out and being really honest, but I want to pick both your brains. Do you feel like that time was wasted? Because he was saying, you're either playing against European teams with really high ping, or you're playing against teams that are kind of, a lower tier than you guys in North America.
I should go.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was like a complete waste of time because I think we still added a few things that we were missing, and it was a lot more like theory, and the scrims obviously weren't as productive with the high ping or if we were playing NA teams. So, but yeah, the practice there isn't too good right now, and especially when we were back there, Complexity and like Fury and those teams were in Europe at that moment. So we had like no teams to really practice against. So. Yeah, it was definitely really tough, and I don't know. It just felt like our scrims, we didn't learn too much when we were playing them in that past month. So yeah, it was not the best start for our pro league.
Okay, that's fair enough. Let's bring up our Air Force Aim High and see which player is going to be awarded, I guess, the MVP of this game. For your guys' money, anybody that you throw into the ring before it comes up? I mean, it's going to be you, Naf. Well done. GG.
Look at you.
Feeling good?
Wow, appreciate the shout out, everyone. Thank you.
It was Harry personally.
Thank you, Harry. I know Harry would always.
I got you, dog. I got you.
Either Naf is the MVP of this match or I'm out.
And he's here, so we all know what happened.
Yeah, that was the official line I gave him, Keith. You played great today, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you looking out for me.
No, but dude, I gotta know. It felt like you guys clearly were affected by like the kind of opener to this, right? It probably removed some of the confidence that you built up from Kato. But what's the vibe like right now? Is it like, are we kind of believing in this lower bracket run? I'm starting to believe, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, with the first game, like it kind of like knocked us on our ass a little bit. Like it like made us think like we're at complete rock bottom, and like we really need to figure out like what's going wrong. Like we're talking and like watching our VODs, calling out every mistake. We're not easy on anyone, everyone's going to be hard on themselves, especially me. I don't like underperforming. I think at this event I've been underperforming at times, so like I'm starting to feel like more confident throughout the event. And yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been gaining progress, I think, throughout the event, like getting better and better. The teamwork's getting better, the confidence, the mentalities are getting a little bit better. But yeah, I think right now we're in a pretty strong spot. I believe going into the Spirit game, it's a rematch. Spirit won the previous matchup. The pressure's on them, I guess, to do it twice. So, we just got to keep playing and keep trying. And, I'm confident. And after today, I think I played pretty well. The team played pretty well. So I just want to make sure everybody's keeping it up, because especially versus Spirit, they're not an easy matchup at any moment.
I mean, it's either going to be Spirit or Astralis, because it's going to be, they're going to play in the morning. You're going to have to play a team not only that's played in the morning, so it's a question of stamina, but then we'll have to play you in the evening. So, I mean, sounds like you're predicting.
That's good for us.
Spirit.
I'll take
that. Are you predicting Spirit to be that team?
Honestly, I didn't realize that there was also Astralis. Yeah, so I mean, if I had to pick the matchup, I do believe Spirit would still win. Obviously, I was watching the ATK versus Astralis game today. They didn't look like they're too shaky. I'm sure they weren't too happy about that result, even though they got a win. So, who knows? Maybe they'll bounce back. But my money's on Spirit.
Yeah, but let me ask you about them, because you guys have played them a bunch of times last year. I know all the big ones, actually, Rio, Cologne, and I think before that it was maybe Katowice or something like that. I don't remember. And it's been going back and forth. You traded some of those series. What is it that makes it difficult to play them?
I don't know. I just feel like they're just like a super dark horse team. Like they just do like a lot more like random like individual timings. Trying to catch teams off guards. And like they'll try to throw in like their fakes and all that. It's just like that CIS style. It's like it reminds me a little bit like of Yakinder's previous team. And like Outsiders. They just have like these random moments, and they also just have really strong like individual players. Wonderful can be popping off. He was popping up versus us, and they just have like a lot of good players, and their play style is a lot more loose, and and they try to catch you off guard in a lot of areas where we maybe are not too comfortable with that type of play style. So we just need to review and just make sure that we are
get comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable. Pretty much. Yeah.
Gentlemen, do you fancy joining us for some fishbowl/silver platter questions? We have some non-CS, maybe probably related questions. There we go, beautiful. And we can ask everybody, I guess, up here. It's a real AMA. Keith, do you want to go first?
Most irrational fear? Like, what is that? Irrational fear?
Irrational fear? Like,
Done these already. so many.
Isn't irrational?
You asking
Oh my
what the
God.
irrational
Guys,
fear is?
Like, is it what is your most irrational fear? Like irrational, like
Like a phobia or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
like
like
that.
silly.
You know, like if I was like, oh, I'm scared of being stabbed, like it's like that's not irrational, you know, like because that makes a lot of sense.
Depends where
But-
you live, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, for me it would be like spiders.
Yeah, same.
I hate those things.
I don't know. For me, I
too,
don't know.
man.
I don't know. I've always hated being surrounded in like big crowds. Like you know, I kind of get anxiety.
Oh, you
on-
picked a good job then.
Yeah, no, it's just like you know, like I was like kind of like living somewhat in London for like a little bit, and dude, I hated being on the tube during like
Oh,
rush hours.
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it
Like,
does
That
get
ain't it.
pretty
I'm
intense.
just sitting there. I'm
on
just
there.
like hunkered with everyone else. I'm like, dude, this is not fun. This is not a good.
Dude, I'm imagining you living the London life. That's exciting.
Nah, dude, I'm not
When-
going back on the tube or the DLR or any of that ever again, dude. I'm good.
OC, you have any irrational fears? Or are you with spiders
Oh,
with us?
irrational fears. Yeah, I'm with.
Yeah.
I'm with Hugo there.
Yeah.
Spiders are awful.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
now-
sorry,
What
sorry.
Wait, Yanko.
I do that all the time. I'm sorry. Don't take it personally.
It's actually fine. It's actually fine. Everyone does it all the time.
Are you scared of spiders as well, man? I feel like you're not scared of anything.
No, I'm
I've never
not.
seen you get freaked out.
I'm not scared of spiders. I have like, for me, like some anxiety comes and goes with flying. Like
Ooh, when it
really-
gets
That's
bumpy.
interesting.
Well, that's not even with
Huh?
bumpy, just like random stuff. But it's, you know, obviously it's it's the safest form of travel and everything. But I don't know, just sometimes, and I prefer the longer flights and the big planes much more than the small ones.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Right, so it's like
yeah.
that sort of a thing. Like I hear a noise and I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Farewell.
I get that feeling.
See you later.
Farewell,
I
cool
remember,
world.
I remember we were flying from Rio back home, like to NA, and it was like in the morning, you know, like midnight or something like that, and like we're flying out, and there's literally just like a lightning storm, like thunder, like we're flying in that direction,
Hell
and I
no.
just keep seeing it outside the window, just
Yeah.
light. I'm like,
Dude, on my flight
It's like,
back
are the
from Rio-
pilots asleep?
yeah,
Is someone like
I'm like, someone gonna turn this eventually?
We had like 5 of like the failed landings where like they go to land and then they take back
Oh
off,
my
and that just kept happening. And I'm like, something's wrong. I was like, that's it, that's it. I'm dead. No one can't land a plane 5 times. It's his job.
Also, how do you have the fuel?
I don't know. That was even crossing my mind. I'm like, this route's meant to be like an hour and a half. I can't be doing this forever. You know, like, okay, yeah,
Pretty
that's a
sketchy.
good one.
Sorry,
What
OC,
about
you go with your question. Oh, I'm spiders and flying and blood.
Spiders, flying, blood.
Being in small spaces. The list goes on, really.
Oh, wait.
I'm a bit of a baby.
I thought of another one for irrational fears for me is getting or drowning to death.
Oh,
Drowning
God.
to death.
Doesn't sound like a
when
good
I'm
time.
at the ocean, if there's like huge waves, like
Yeah.
I'm actually scared of that.
Yeah, no, that's
So
fair.
that's
I
fair.
would never want to
yeah.
go in there. So, but yeah, that's
A
probably my
life-saving
two
tip
fears.
that my dad actually taught me, and I did use once. If you get taken under by a wave,
Mm-hmm.
blow out of your nose or your mouth, and follow where the bubbles go, because that's where the surface is. So I did that. I got taken over by a
good to
wave,
know.
and they went down, or what I thought was down.
Yeah.
So I would have actually swum the wrong way. So just, I don't know, just tips for anybody
Shout
at
out
home
Dad.
that finds himself in a wave. Yeah,
good
life-saving
tip.
advice. Anyway, OC, what was your question?
My question was, other than CSGO, what are you a nerd for? Honestly, I'm not really a nerd for anything else other than CS. This is basically my life. But before CS, I'd say I was really into League of Legends, actually. And I was actually trying to go pro in League of Legends before I started CS.
Oh, cool.
Where'd you cap out? Like, what
I was
the-
like season 4, I think, or season 5. I was Masters, and then I stopped playing after that. And the main reason for me was like watching like the pro league scene was like just like so boring to me. Like just watching them farm for like 20 minutes, and then just one team fight happens, and then whoever wins that team fight, they just have the lead the whole game. It's like you kind of know the direction the game is going, right? But with CS, like when I watched it, I like fell in love like instantly because any player can pop off and like win the round for them. Like you can come back from a 14-3 or 15-3. Like so it's I think there's a lot more individuality, and like you can do a lot more. Like you can have a lot more sick plays in CS, and yeah, that's why I like instantly switched. And I still play League once in a while, but I barely touch it now compared to
Hard agree.
CS. Of course.
the overpass comeback would have never happened if
Yep.
it was League of Legends. You know,
Exactly,
if you were
exactly.
like 13-0 in duels head to head, like.
Yep.
Yeah, we just lost. Like,
Yeah, if you're
just,
down 13
just alt F4, it's fine.
Yeah,
Go
down
next.
20K, and you're just
Yeah.
like, all right, the game's over.
Anybody else a nerd for anything here?
I literally just care about Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
so this is like a bad question.
Well, that's not
You
true.
and I both, man.
I don't know,
But
man.
you're
built a
also nerding
house,
it out
maybe?
with like, you know, music and
No,
songs and all that
I
stuff.
mean,
You're good at that.
I'm like a dabbler. Like I just like
Yeah.
I do a bunch of things just a little bit, but like CS is the only thing I've ever like
hard dedicated to in my life ever.
Okay, that's how we're defining nerding out. Then,
Yeah.
Naf, anything that you do other than CS that you know really well?
No, I mean, I used to play League as well. I remember back in like season 4, I was grinding it out, and like I was almost to diamond. I was in like my promo games. I was like Plat 1 trying to do my promo games, and then I always just had like shit teammates, I feel like, and then like I would just lose, and I think I got all the way. I think I fell all the way down to Plat 5, and I just gave up. I was not playing League anymore, dude.
You think the odds are there that you guys ever like played together?
We have
some A-rounds.
We played some A-rounds.
Hitting the A-rounds.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
A-round is a good, like,
A-round's
just
great.
relax.
Yeah,
I played League once, so I vaguely know what all the things do still, and I can just chill out.
I'd say I'm a bit of a nerd for, as much as I don't enjoy flying, I love an airplane.
You
I can
do
name
love
all the
planes.
planes.
I
love
learned this
planes,
when we were
yeah.
traveling. What
Planes
event
are
was
sick.
it?
It was
we
Rio.
Were traveling. It was from Rio.
Yeah.
And oh
I've
my
been on
God.
every plane.
Freya, you should have seen the smile on her face. She was like, oh my God. It's a brand new. What plane
787.
was
It
it?
was a
787.
Dreamliner.
It was a 787 Dreamliner, and she's like rallying off like the stats about it.
So wait, Fred, are you the type of person that when you're booked a flight, like, and you go check out which plane it is,
Yeah.
and then you go on like Seat Guru and you see which are the good seats
You
to
know,
do?
you
Yeah,
know,
I
man.
do
You
the same
know.
thing.
Yes.
I do
Oh,
the
it's so
same
good.
thing.
Man,
So good.
when I want to invest in like a business class flight, for example, like I'm looking up the plane,
Look at the
plane
reviews.
model and like the reviews and like
Yeah.
seeing what they give you. Like I'm doing a full review of it before I.
If you're
Yeah,
spending
man,
that much
due
money.
diligence.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
especially, that too. And also, if it is an older plane, sometimes it's just not worth it. Like,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
true.
exactly.
you know, it's.
That reminds me from flying home from our last event last year, where I was flying from like Dubai to Toronto, and it's like 15-hour flight. I'm like, oh, what airline do I have? I'm like, oh yeah, Air Canada's pretty good. I'm like, Damon, what airline do you have? Emirates. And he's like, oh, you got first class on Emirates? Oh, that's cool. I got first class on Emirates is just like insane. It has like everything. You have showers,
You get like a
beds,
whole
and all
ass
that.
house. Yeah, that's crazy. If you guys could pick one superpower, what would it be? There's only one right answer to this.
I already know it. Mine would be the ability to read minds.
Ooh, okay.
Actually,
that's kind of sick.
Yeah, because like, first it would help me a lot in CS. Of
I was
course.
gonna say, yeah.
Like you can't lose if you know exactly what they're thinking. and
Plus,
then-
imagine how freaky it would be if you're like, no, Elise, don't flash right now. And then he like hasn't even announced it yet. And you've just like pre-called it out, you know? You're like this, you've transcended, you know?
Yeah,
It would
exactly.
be kind of cool.
That's an
But why
excellent
else
one.
would it be good other than
I-
CS?
I don't know. I feel like just like knowing like who is actually genuine to you and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you know exactly how people are like towards you, if they're being like fake or like being actually real to you.
Oh,
so
good take.
Yeah, I think it would. That'd be really cool to have.
I like that one.
Yeah, I mean, mine's pretty simple. It's just teleporting, you know?
Teleporting, that's the one.
That's my
That is the
answer.
one.
Teleport.
Don't
That's a
planes
good one,
anymore,
too.
man. I just
Yeah.
want to
People that say like they want to
Let me
fly,
TP,
and it's like,
the-
nah, I'd rather just teleport there and not have the time doing that.
True.
You know what I mean?
Plus,
Yeah.
like, do you think you could like say like hold your breath, teleport to like the moon for like a second, and then teleport back?
Hey,
Like,
good, maybe, yeah.
yeah, that would be kind of sick, right?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
Sounds great.
But I think, I would go the other way for wasting time. I would like, mine would be to be just immoral. So I have all the time in the world. So I can fly. I don't need to teleport.
Oh,
Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
but
I
then the
guess.
thing with like being immortal,
Way
right,
to just
is like
trash on it.
But immortal like now, not immortal when I'm like 120
yeah,
years
okay,
old and I'm
so
all
there's no
wrinkled up.
aging in this, right?
Yeah, no
like you're
aging.
just okay. No,
Like
that
a
would,
fountain
that
of
would,
youth.
yeah, yeah,
type
that
of
would
thing.
be because if you were like you could live
like an elf.
You could live forever,
Like
but
I'm
you're like
Legolas.
500 and you're like just like
the ball, a
wrinkled
crumpled
and-
up ball.
Oh, I think that
What,
might be
we're having
for
too much
you.
fun?
Oh, is that for me?
Naf, yeah.
Are we having too much fun?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a caller on
Something
the line.
tells me, just in my head, it's for Keith.
All right, Yanko, the banker's willing to offer you $1 million.
Is it like the Nigerian banker?
We're deal or no deal.
Deal or no deal? Yeah.
Deal.
Deal.
Okay,
Easy.
all right.
Sold.
We're told to leave.
Oh, okay.
This rude man on the phone. Well,
R.I.P.
Paul,
great
Thanks for
having
having
you.
us.
I know. I love the questions.
I mean, we'll probably have you tomorrow because you're going to win, right?
Yes, of course. Full
Yeah.
confidence,
Of
full
course.
speed ahead.
We love that.
I like that.
Yeah.
See you guys later. We will
right.
see you
See
tomorrow.
ya.
Aye,
Yeah.
aye, Captain.
For guaranteed, you can leave your microphones wherever you please. Really.
Yeah. Just whack them on the table and then y'all can
All right.
get out.
See you, dudes.
Take
you-
care.
See ya.
Do you guys want to finish your questions? I mean, Harry, I know that you go through that fishbowl like an absolute
I
madman.
do.
Freya,
Like
were
a
you-
sixth form
Did
student.
you write these ones?
Yes.
Yeah, because like I can tell
we've
because of
already-
the color too. No, but these are really good, is what I was gonna
Thanks,
say.
man.
You know, they're like way more
We have
fun
already
than,
done that one, but
than
let's hear
asking
yours.
than asking like career or family. What?
Pet peeve.
What
You've
is
answered
my
this
biggest
yesterday.
pet peeve? Oof. What is yours, Harry?
So I went away from yesterday because we had this one yesterday, and I
Yeah.
went and thought on it, and I have a new one, and it's when you're using a urinal and then there's others available, but
Yeah, totally
someone
get
just
it, man.
comes and like walks up and
Next to
stands
you.
right next to you, like, and I'm like, dude, come on now.
Yeah.
Like,
Or the treadmill in the gym when it's like six of them.
it's like there's so many other places that you could have gone, and yet here you are.
I know what the producer's biggest pet peeve is when I don't acknowledge that the brackets are on the screen as well, because there's been a lot
Great.
going down, and even more going to go down tomorrow, because we've just got one day of Group D left, as we are going to be seeing. Obviously, it's just all about the lower bracket tomorrow. Potentially, Liquid are going to be taking on either Team Spirit or Astralis, and then we also have the grand final, which is between Ents and Fours. Both of them already qualified, but the winner will be cementing a spot in the quarterfinals. So yeah, I know, right? Everything's turned on
Ants
its
and
head.
fours,
but
man, the most normal thing in the world.
we've got Na'Vi in there, obviously. They're locked and loaded after today. Who do you think can restore the most order by qualifying tomorrow out of Astralis, Spirit, and Liquid?
If Astralis qualify, I think that's like full disorder, right? I think
Chaos.
I think it has to be Spirit or Liquid, and
Yep.
it could be either of those teams, and that's fine. You know, like both of them should have been through to the playoffs. If you'd asked me before this group started, that's what I would have told you.
I
but-
agree, but
yeah.
I think at this point it should be Liquid, because sure, they had those tough losses, but that was also, you know, day one, day two. So
Yep.
if they can keep playing on the level they have today, you know, you want to see if they're able to build on what they've done so far, especially Katowice. You know, like this is a perfect environment for them to
Yes.
make a run, maybe lift the trophy. They were in the final last season against Vitality, so I think because of that, I would say Liquid. Spirit, unfortunately, feel like too inconsistent, you know, at the moment.
That's fair.
Like they will beat Liquid, lose to fours. You know, what the hell is going on, Harry?
it's like we're in one of these spots where like their performance here retroactively kind of affects how we view Kato in a way, right? Like if they do fall short of playoffs, then you find yourself going, was Kato like streaky / fluky, like, you know, or was this like a flash in the pan for Liquid, or is this the level we're meant to expect, right? So yeah. Yanko, actually, I think you've talked me around, and I would say Liquid are the ones who have more riding on this.
Okay, Ents Fours, that's going to be our second game of a 3 best of 3s. Who's winning that one?
And that's tough.
That is hard.
Force have been playing also pretty good, you know, individuals too. Zorti has had some mad clutches early on, but also Nerds has been really good.
Yeah.
I was saying it since last season of Pro League when he played in Endpoint. I'm like, this guy, someone will pick him up sooner or later. So it will be a good test for both teams, you know. I think they're both happy to have made it out in top 2. This is just, you know, cherry on top.
Yeah.
Cherry on top, yeah.
Icing on the cake. We love that. Well, gentlemen, thank you. I believe we can end the show right here, right now.
Yeah.
Final day of Group D going to be going down. Harry, do you want to clap to end this one?
I will clap to send us out. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.
Damn, boy.
There's no time! There's no time!
Correct.
This is rigged. The only
And let's see who's going to be eliminated from ESL Pro League Season 17!
That's a really funny name. Quite some time, so I'm down.
Come on, Rush. Dude.
Man,
Come on, man.
I don't know if the sense is the same.
I thought maybe...
Very early what I saw, and I'm going to take my time with that, I think.
That's a common problem for me, actually.
Yeah, well.
So
No, I don't.
I'm ready to buzz.
I don't, yeah. All for you.
Yeah?
Yeah?
What's up, homie? Okay, I'm going. Sorry, guys, I need to leave.
Oh. All right, then.
See you.
Making magic when they need it most. He can still stick it. He can stick it. Oh no, man, they've done it. Absolutely rocked. Full-time steal.
He's still going to go for it.